Welcome back. In my last video, I said this. I did not look at the mission quest because I feel on the level 3 with what I'm doing, and I'm probably damning myself to hell and back here. I'm not in a threat of dying, so I don't feel, well, the level 4 I would definitely, look at Eve's survival and check out what was going on first. But looking at the amount of mission reward, it was only, 400,000 ISK. And the time that it would take for me to be able to complete this, to get the bonus, I didn't think that it was, like, ooh la la, this was going to be really, really hard. Famous last words of a fool. Yeah, so I did the same approach here because it was only, like 500,000 ISK compared to 400,000 ISK. And yeah, I didn't think it would be that big of a deal. And it was, well, let's put it like this. This fight was definitely educational. Absolutely educational, because I bumped into something that I had never seen before, or if I saw it, I didn't recognize what it was. So okay, let's get into this. I really just did not think yeah, all right, I did pretty good with the targeting on this. I've been skilling up my skills, leveling up my skills for multitasking and targeting so that I can target things faster and more efficiently. So if I actually cue the targets properly, then I shouldn't have that much of a problem targeting them. So in this case, I am still, I think, pretty good at that. The problem that I have is I don't know the difference between a puma and a katana, so I am not sure which one I should have been targeting first. So basically what I did was I targeted the one that was in the best range for me to kill first. That's basically what I did. There were some, like the puma or the rapier, getting up close to me while I was doing something else. But for the most part, I didn't see any reason why not to. Even though I was taking damage, I at that point did not know which one. I was more concerned about being webified. I'm going to be straight up. I was more concerned about the webify thing. And the damage that I was taking was not to the point where I felt threatened about losing my ship or having to run or anything like that. As long as I'm not webified, I figure I can bounce out. I mean, even when I've been webified, for the most part, if I act quickly enough and efficiently enough, I've been able to peace out. The one time that I lost my raptor, I did not react quickly enough. So yeah, that is not an optimal way to do a fight. I should know going in the difference between the lion, the leopard, the katana, the pumas, or whatever it was. I need to know the difference between them, the puma, so that I can take out the biggest threat. Just like in WoW, you want to take, if you're a melee character, you want to take out the caster first, the one that you can't get to, that's slowly tearing down your health. It's the same with this. Which one of those was the biggest threat? And I should have taken that out. Now, I'm not sure if it's possible, like this leopard. It hasn't webified me yet, and we're in the middle of a fight. Can it just all of a sudden start webifying me? I mean, out of the blue? I don't know. Sorry, drinking water here, so because I have to prepare myself for what comes next. So I check to make sure everything is done, and I salvage. Yeah, so let's move on to the next gate. And I'm wondering at this point, should I have said, maybe I should check Eve's survival now? Because those were rats I'd never encountered before. Maybe I should, but I didn't, because by the time I finished salvaging, all of the damage that was done to my ship had repaired itself. I was not in a threat of losing my ship, so I didn't think anything of it. Now, I admit, wasn't the smartest logic that I've used in this game. And I end up paying for it. Because at this point I'm thinking, which one should I do first? I have the katana targeted, but as you can see, it's like, which one should I do? And that's why I said at this point it may have been a good idea to check out Eve's survival to see, or a wiki or something to see which mob would be most efficient to target first. But as you can see, what happened, none of those that was initially up there was my problem. It's some that were buried down even further that was the problem, which I would not have experienced if I had went to Eve's survival. So at this point, I'm looking to see where the hell these hunters are. What's webifying me? Now, I don't understand why the tag is under the Alliance. So you'll see here, when I went back to repair, I switched them. And so I said, okay, this time I will see the icon because it's going to be right in, where I need it to be, not way over to the right. And this time I'm looking for those hunters. I'm going to take them out, and then I can continue my fight. And I'm pumped at this point, because it's like, this is the best way to do it. I have conquered this. Let's go. Yeah, I was really proud of myself. And I'd like double and triple checked to make sure that there were only 2. And I wanted to get in range first. So I made sure that I put the afterburner on. Now, if you're looking, I was so pumped, I did something completely stupid. I did not have my shields up. I did not have my damage repair up. I don't believe I did that. And then I saw this icon. Did you see that? I didn't even know. I was like, what the hell? What the fuck was that? And so I belatedly turned the stuff on. I still don't know what that icon is. And all of this could have been avoided if I had just moseyed over to evesurvival.org and taken a look at the battle beforehand. So yeah, I took out one hunter. I'm taking out the other, but I'm at that precarious position that pilots will find themselves in. Do you run, or do you risk it when it's that low on health? I said, fuck it. It's going down or I'm dying. And I started to warp off, but I got it down before I was able to warp off. It blew up. So, yeah. Probably not the smartest thing. So, again, I'm looking for any live hunters just to make sure that there were only 2, and there weren't. But there's still a problem. And the problem is, I still don't know which rat to target first. Not that I seemed to care when I first did this, because I was all pumped about killing the hunters and stuff and being webified. So at this point, the only thing I'm focused on is taking things down that are close enough in range for me to do so, and watching out to make sure I don't get webified again. But that doesn't mean that I'm fighting efficiently. So I don't know which of those mobs were the best ones to take out first. Do you take out the frigates, the drones, the heavier ships, which one does the most damage? So should I have put, you know, like if you have a fight where there's drones, there's frigates, and then there's heavier, more powerful ships, do you put your frigates on the frigates? Or would I put my hurricane, which is a frigate killer, on the frigates, and then have my drones on the other drones? You know, what is the proper thing to do? I'm not sure. But I need to train myself to look at Eve Survival. Now, I can tell you now, there are 2 fights that are coming up where I don't do this. One is sort of like a meh, and another one is a like, oh God, you know, because I did them right after this. Or it was either right before this or right after this. I don't remember. But on my quest to be a better gamer, one of the things, just like an alcoholic, if the alcoholic wants to stop being alcoholic, or the drug addict wants to stop being a drug addict, or the serial cheater wants to stop being a serial cheater, whatever it is that's wrong, you have to admit that it's wrong or bad, or you want to change it or whatever, you know, and then from there try not to do it again. So although I do see improvements when I got clusterfucked, I was still able to logically, although it was twisted, still try to go through the fight, like to make sure that I took out the hunters and, you know, that kind of thing. I do see improvement there, because if you look back, if you just want fits and giggles, you'll see where I shoot everything but the thing that's webifying me. So I did better there, but there's definitely a lot of room for improvement, and one of those is taking out the ships that are the biggest threat to me, other than me focusing on the little webify icon. And then I need to check and see what the other little the little icon was, because I've never seen that before. If I've seen it, I didn't pay attention to it. Let's put it like that. And I wish there was a way, because as you saw, I changed the columns, and for some reason, that icon on your overview shows all the way over to the right. So is there a way to make it show more to the left? I mean, that's one of the things that sort of irks me in not being able to customize, is little things like that, being able to show where the icon shows. So that's the end of that, and I will see you in the next one.